with you on that journey, and we took pride in, we didn't have to sweat as much as you did, but we took pride in every push of that pedal. And so I've got just something, Gene, could you bring that picture over? Not that, the picture. On behalf of all of us, this is just an expression of our appreciation for your hard work. And it's an inspiring photo because you've inspired us, and I want to thank you for doing that. Congratulations.
On behalf of the Ara Parseghian Medical Research Foundation, we brought this symbolic statue of the foundation all the way back to South Bend to forever be here at Notre Dame.
I hope you didn't have to carry it on the trip.
Thank you so much. This is quite overwhelming. I just want to say a few thank yous, because otherwise we'd be here all the way through to dinner time. But first I wanted to thank Cindy and Mike for all that they have done. They're absolutely amazing. They've turned their hardship into hope for all of those children and families affected by NPC. And as one of the Denver ND Club members wrote on the van, Cindy and Mike, you are ND, and you showed the world the ND spirit. Thank you so very much. Father Jenkins and Provost Burrish, thank you so much for supporting us on this challenge. And a special thank you to Gene Gorman, who keeps hiding back there, and the entire Desert to Dome, or D2D team, was phenomenal what they have done, and we certainly couldn't have done it without them. We're absolutely thrilled to be back home. We're so glad to have had the support of so many people along the way, and now seeing you all out here is just, thank you, wouldn't even express it, to all of the support that we have seen along the way. And you know, after all of these weeks and all of these miles, the one thing that we kept noticing is really fills those empty spaces between Tucson, Arizona, and South Bend, Indiana, is you, the Notre Dame family. Everywhere we went, everyone we spoke with, they were just so proud to be part of this university for all that it stands for and all of the good that it does in the world. Certainly they're more than thrilled about football, but there's more than that. You know, they're just so proud and excited, and all of the stories that they told us. I mean, it was really going from that alumni club to alumni club that gave us the energy to go on to the next one. And then, of course, thank you to my family and friends and our two daughters, Michaela and Allie, who I promised I wouldn't point them out. And then a personal thank you to Cindy. She did not probably realize what it meant for us to have that, promise myself, that picture on the side of the van, when it seemed like it was just too hot, too hilly, or too far. It was that picture that gave us the strength to keep going. So whether you knew it or not, they pulled us through. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Today, Coach Parseghian, I wanted to let you know that the Notre Dame family is still on your side, and you still have a team here. They may not wear helmets and shoulder pads on the gridiron, like Tommy Clements and Dave Casper and Mike Townshend of your great national championship squad, but they'll wear white coats, and they reside now in Steppen and Galvin Hall, and they're no less intent on winning, and they're no less intimidated by their opponent, Niemann-Pick. The clock is ticking for thousands of children who are hoping for us to find the cure, and we are going for that goal at Notre Dame Science. And we want one more victory for the coach. I wanted to also let you know, Coach, that the whole Notre Dame family is behind this team as well. We are the Fighting Irish, and we will win this fight as one one university, one family, one team who values human life and who values everything that this great Catholic university stands for. I have two coaches with me today who are proven winners. They each have defied the odds, and they each have put teams on the field and have competed with the very best. They believe in the tradition of this special place called Notre Dame, and they know what it means to be the Fighting Irish. And we all know that this infectious spirit is not just restricted to the football field, but permeates throughout this whole campus and makes believers out of us all. That's why we're going to beat this disease, Niemann-Pick, in the future. It is my great pleasure to introduce the head football coach of the University of Notre Dame, Coach Brian Kelly.
Thank you. That was terrific. Greg, Renato, what you've done is incredible, but it's also an inspiration. We have our football team here as well, and we've come up with a new training schedule now that we'll be able to incorporate. They're excited. We told them that there was some new summer workouts that they have, so 2,200 miles should be no big deal for our guys. But thank you. And Cindy, thank you for all that you've done, and I want to thank everybody for being here. I've been asked to introduce the coach. For me, that marginalized who this man is. He's a loving father, a loving grandfather, and he's committed to finding a cure for this insidious disease, and for the last 16 years has done that, has raised millions of dollars to make sure that this does not happen to anybody else. It is my great pleasure and an honor to introduce Ara Parseghian.
I would look forward to it, I can assure you. Really, I want to congratulate the Crawfords. That was a terrific feat. We had a little session over at the stadium getting a little video put together, and they were running the stairs and steps, and I was sitting there, and when we got through with it, I said, how in the name of heaven are they going to be able to do 2,300 miles? I mean, it was a monumental task. And the fact that Brian is here, our new Irish coach, the similarity between what they went through and the football season, which comes and they go on what we call 2 a day, that's the hardest part of the preparation. You're out there twice a day, you got all the heavy weight and in equipment and so forth, and you get to the point where how soon was this going to be over with? They went 30 days, not just 2 a day. You were going every day and doing a fantastic job. I've got to bet that there were times when you had to get up in the morning and you thought, I wonder if I can get up and do this. But you did. You fought. I know exactly what goes through when you're working out like that. And that's a fantastic accomplishment. I'm not sure that I could even come close to flying an airplane that far. At any rate, the Notre Dame family, since we first learned about this unfortunate circumstances with our grandchildren, The Notre Dame family has just been just remarkable. I can't believe it's been 15 or 16 years now that we've been involved with this. There's a lot of research laboratories working. We've moved the ball, as Chuck said, down the field. We started back on our own 1 foot line, actually, and we've moved it down into scoring territory. And now, beyond just the Notre Dame family, we have a direct communication with the university, with Greg in the science department, and doing research on behalf of this cause that we have. And we're going to score. We're going to shove that ball over the goal line and make a touchdown and save a lot of lives and make everybody that has agonized through all of this a bit happier. You know, I'm familiar with the Notre Dame spirit. I've been around it a long time. I came here in 1964, and I stepped aside in 1974. But I've stayed in South Bend. I've been a part of the university, and I can't tell you how grateful I am. When this thing occurred, and we had to start from scratch, for all of us, it was starting from the absolute beginning. I mean, there was nothing, very little had been written about this disease, very little had been done in research. So we started from scratch, and we got the thing going. And Cindy, who has been acted as a president of our foundation, has done unbelievable work that has moved us as far as we have. We're going to win. We're going to beat this thing. And not only that, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to win also with an Irish coach this coming year.
And all of you, I encourage you to come up and take a look at the band. And if you have a Speedo or whatever those pens are, use it, write your name on it. There's a lot of people who said thanks to them for all of you. Sharpie, thank you. Please join us in our alma mater. Thank you all for coming and being a part of it. Lunch is still serving.